Hey guys, do me a favor, turn up the volume. This is another early morning video before I go to work that I think it's important that you guys know about this issue. So I just want to get it out really quick before I have to leave for work. This is also another video that will probably be demonetized. So if you want to support me, please hit the subscribe button. If you're blessed financially and you want to support me that way, you can go to Patreon/Blue Collar Catholic and make a donation. And if you're buying or selling real estate, please go to realestateforlife.org and do business with a pro-life real estate company. So I have a lot of international viewers, so I just want to give a little history, how the laws work and how our Congress works in the United States. Because when you guys talk about your parliament stuff, we get confused. So I'm sure you get confused when we talk about our House of Representatives and our Senate and then our state houses. So there was a law called the Baby Born Alive Act way back. I think it was like 2002, if I'm correct, at a state level in the state of Illinois. And they had a woman testify that she was a pro-abortion nurse, worked in an abortion clinic, and a baby, a late-term abortion baby, survived the abortion. But she didn't realize the baby survived the abortion. She just seen the doctor pick up this baby. She said maybe 5 pounds, throw it into the trash like they do. And she said when she walked by the trash, she heard the baby labor breathing, like suffocating, breathing for breath. And she was stunned. She picked the baby up and she went to the doctor and she said, "Doctor, this baby's still alive. We need to save it." And he's like, "No, it's marked for abortion. Put it back in the garbage." And she said it was just the most dreadful, horrible thing to hold this baby while it was gasping for life. She said it took like 30 minutes, I believe she said, and the baby finally died. When the woman gave her testimony, it was more dramatic than that. I'm trying to keep it short. She gave her testimony before the state of Illinois Senate. They had a bipartisan decision. 99 of the senators, mostly Democrats in Illinois, along with the Republicans, 99 out of 100 voted to pass this law that if a baby is born alive from an abortion, the doctor is required to treat it and save its life. I mean, this is just common sense. If you've seen a baby outside dying, you see anyone dying outside, it's just human instinct. But there was one state senator at the time. He later became a federal senator, United States senator, who voted against it because he was bought and paid for by the abortion industry. And his name was Barack Obama. Yes. President Barack Obama was the only state senator to vote against this law. The abortion industry makes a lot of money. And the Bible tells us the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. There's nothing more evil than killing an unborn baby, or in this case, a born baby. So now fast forward to this week in the United States Congress, and the way it works in the United States Congress, you have 435 House Representatives. Right now, because of this last election, 220 are Republicans, 215 are Democrats. They had a woman testify before them who actually survived an abortion. Her name was Melissa Odin. And when she survived the abortion, she didn't find out till she was a teenager. She got to see her medical records that her grandmother at the time said, "No, let her die on the table." Thank God there was a nurse that had compassion who grabbed her, brought her to the NICU unit, and they saved her life. This woman is 47 years old now, very educated woman, has a network called the Abortion Survivors Network, over 280 members in this network that survived these horrible late-term abortions. So if there's 280 that are willing to talk about it, How many more are not willing to talk about it, and how many don't even know? You know, this woman did her due diligence and found out. And she explained the horrors of this before Congress. And of course, every Republican in the House of Representatives voted in favor. 225 of them said, yeah, this is just common sense. The baby's born, you don't let a baby die, a painful death. And they had doctors saying, yeah, it's a painful death. It's not painless, it's very painful. And you only had one out of 215 Democrats, only one voted with the Republicans. So it passed the House. But the way it works in the United States, then it has to go to the Senate. And the Senate is in a simple majority. The House, it's a simple majority. Just need one vote more, 51%. In the Senate, you need 60 votes. Well, right now, there's 53 Republicans and 47 Democrats. There's some that say they're independents to get the vote, but they always vote with the Democrats, so it's pretty much 47-53. Not one single Democrat voted for this bill, so the bill died. We couldn't get 7 Democrats to vote against infanticide, and this is what this is. Once the baby's out of the womb and you let it die, when you can save it, that's infanticide. This is the stuff of the Nazis. This is demonic. This is pure evil. And President Trump said he would have signed it. We just needed to get 7 moderate Democrats. But there's no such thing as a moderate Democrat anymore. They are all extreme radicals. No matter, they may talk moderately, but when you look at their votes, the Democrats in America are the most extreme, radical leftists we've ever seen in the history of America. That's the bad news this week. The good news this week was President Trump pardoned 23 pro-life protesters for peacefully protesting outside of abortion clinics. And what had happened under the Biden administration was just pure tyrannical weaponization of the Justice Department in favor of their supporters. And the largest supporter of the Justice Department is the Democrats, is the abortion industry. So back when President Clinton was president, another pro-abortion president, he signed the FACE Act. It stands for Freedom to Access Clinic Entrances. So if pro-lifers are praying in front of a clinic and the clinic claims they're impeding access, they would call the police would arrest them, and they can face charges. Well, it's always been a local issue. The police will arrest them for loitering, whatever, and if they even did enforce it, most places didn't enforce it. It'd be a little fine, misdemeanor maybe, not even. But Biden came in and told his Justice Department, forget about looking at the terrorists that are coming through this country. Go after these pro-life Christians. And they literally raided homes. You've seen it. I've talked about it here, of Christian families, like 20 FBI agents banging on the door, coming in with guns, pointing at the kids, arresting men and women in early morning hours like there was some kind of criminal. And, we've never seen this before, and even, all their political opponents, not just pro-life Christians. You see, they did this to Trump and all his allies. We've never seen this before, and stuck them in jail. Well, there was 23 of these pro-lifers. One was like an 88-year-old woman who survived a Nazi death camp. And she said she's ready to die for the unborn because she was looking at 20 years and she was in her 80s. I mean, they were giving these people severe penalties. So praise the Lord, Trump pardoned them and said our Justice Department will no longer go after pro-lifers. So that's the good news. So now what do we do about it? We got to get 7 Democrat senators to feel the pressure. You need to find out if you have a Democrat senator, he voted in favor of infanticide. So you need to call your senator. If you have a Democrat senator, you need to call his office, email him, send a handwritten letter, let them know that you are upset, you will support his opponent in the primary, you will support his opponent. I mean, you got to put the pressure on it. This is a government of the people, for the people. We're the government. We hire them. We can fire them. And sometimes they need to be reminded they're doing a poor job and we're going to fire them. Another way you can help, you need to educate people. You need to get educated and educate people. We need to change hearts and minds in order to change laws. And you can support pro-life companies. Go woke, go broke. We say it all the time. And sometimes you don't know who's pro-life. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the most pro-life company I know is realestateforlife.org. Not only are they a pro-life company that support pro-life ministries, they only hire pro-life Christians. And they only hire experienced professionals. So it's a win-win. You're going to get the most expertise. You're going to get the most professional, the most honest man or woman of integrity backing you up when you buy or sell your real estate. And the commissions and fees that you pay anyway are going to go to pro-lifers. So remember that. It's realestateforlife.org. Google it, call, ask any questions you want. In the meantime, I got to get back to work. So God bless and stay Catholic.